Has this ever happened to you? You're sound asleep, and then bam! A painful leg cramp hits your calf and jolts you wide awake. I used to think, well, I guess that's just part of getting older. But after digging into it more, I found out that leg cramps aren't something we just have to live with. The good news is we can actually help prevent them without needing any fancy pills or complicated treatments. I'm a doctor here in the US, and I've been working with older adults for over 30 years. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 4 simple foods that can make a real difference when it comes to stopping leg cramps, especially if you're over 60. And trust me, the 4th one is something most folks overlook, but it's more important than you might think. Stick around to the end so you don't miss it. 1. Why do folks over 60 get leg cramps so often? Well, first off, as we get older, our muscles naturally start to weaken. Doctors call it muscle degeneration. But to keep it simple, it just means our muscles aren't as flexible or strong as they used to be. That makes them more likely to tighten up or cramp. Second, our bodies start to lose important minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium. Those are the things that help your muscles work smoothly. After 60, it's harder to absorb these from food, and most folks don't even realize they're running low, so the body starts speaking up with leg cramps. Third, blood doesn't flow as well as it used to. Poor circulation means your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen or nutrients. That's why cramps tend to hit at night, especially when it's cold out or after a long day on your feet. And here's something a lot of people don't know. Some of the medications we take can play a role too. Water pills, blood pressure meds, or heart medicines can cause your body to lose fluids and minerals. I've had plenty of patients who thought their cramps were from some major health issue, but it turned out their medication was just throwing off their potassium or magnesium. Now, there are some early warning signs you should look out for, like tightness in the calves, tingling toes, or that pins and needles feeling at night. If that sounds familiar, it could be your body's way of waving a little red flag. One thing I see often is folks thinking they just need to drink more water. And while staying hydrated is important, plain water doesn't replace the minerals your muscles need. In fact, if you drink a lot of water but don't get enough electrolytes, it might actually make things worse. Another thing that often gets overlooked? Vitamin B12. It's really important for healthy nerves. When you're low on B12, your nerves don't send the right signals to your muscle sand that can lead to cramps, twitching, or numbness in your legs and feet. Now, listen, I'm not saying all this to worry you. I'm telling you because I want you to know you're not alone. A lot of people your age go through this. And more importantly, there's something you can do about it. In just a moment, I'll walk you through a few simple foods, nothing fancy, that have helped many of my patients ease those annoying nighttime cramps. Let's take a look together. 2. Yogurt or calcium-fortified milk, helping muscles stay strong and balanced. Let's start with something easy, something you probably already have in your kitchen, a cup of yogurt or a glass of warm milk. Now, I know a lot of folks our age get a little hesitant about milk. Some worry it'll upset their stomach or feel too heavy. But let me tell you, yogurt and calcium-fortified milk can be real lifesavers when it comes to those nighttime leg cramps. Why? Because they're packed with the stuff your muscles need: calcium, potassium, vitamin D, and easy-to-digest protein. Calcium keeps your muscles moving the way they should, so they don't suddenly lock up on you in the middle of the night. Potassium helps send the right signals from your brain to your muscles, kind of like traffic lights for your nerves. Vitamin D helps your body actually use the calcium you're taking, and especially important after 60, when our bodies aren't as quick to absorb it. And protein? That's your muscle repair crew. It helps your body bounce back after a long day of walking, gardening, or just moving around. I always tell my patients, try having a cup of milk or a serving of yogurt each day, ideally in the evening, before bed, or after your afternoon walk. It helps your body wind down, and it's good for your muscles too. If you want to boost the benefits, sprinkle in some chia seeds or flax seeds. These little guys are full of magnesium and fiber, great for digestion, and they also help relax your muscles. Now here's something not many people realize. Calcium and magnesium work like a team. If you don't have enough of one, your muscles might start twitching or cramping. Milk gives you calcium, And seeds can give you that extra magnesium, so pairing them together is a smart move. Studies show that older adults who get enough calcium and vitamin D every day have fewer nighttime cramps, sleep better, and feel stronger after light activity. So, as you can see, you don't need anything fancy. Just small changes to what you eat can go a long way in keeping those muscles happy and healthy. Now let's move on to the second foodone I like to call your muscles' natural battery. You might be surprised by what it is. 3. Nuts. A natural boost of magnesium, potassium, and healthy fats. After milk and yogurt, the next thing I'd like you to keep in mind is nuts. They may be small, but don't let their size fool you. They're powerful little helpers. I always tell my patients, one small handful of nuts can do more good than you might think, especially things like pumpkin seeds, almonds, flax seeds, and walnuts. These aren't just snacks, they're like little batteries for your muscles and nerves. Why are they so helpful? Because they're loaded with magnesium, potassium, and omega-3 stuff your muscles and nerves rely on to stay relaxed and pain-free. Magnesium, in particular, works kind of like a brake for your muscles. Without enough of it, your muscles can tighten up out of nowhere, especially at night. And truth is, most folks over 60 are low on magnesium and don't even know it. Just one small handful of nuts a day can give you 20 to 40% of what your body needs. I usually suggest about 1 ounce a day, not too much, just a small handful. You can sprinkle them on your salad, stir them into some yogurt, or add them to your morning cereal. And if you tend to get leg cramps at night, try having a few walnuts or a spoonful of flax seeds before bed. A lot of folks tell me they sleep more soundly that way. Now here's something interesting. Many studies show that older adults who eat flax seeds or walnuts regularly feel less stiffness and joint pain, especially if they have arthritis. That's because the omega-3s in those nuts help calm inflammation and keep your blood flowing better so your muscles get what they need and are less likely to cramp up. So if your joints feel stiff when the weather changes, or your legs just feel tired and achy, you might be surprised how much a few nuts can help. See? Sometimes the simplest changes make the biggest difference. A little snack like this could be just what your legs need to stay loose and comfortable through the night. Now let's move on to the next food. Something you've probably eaten your whole life. But after today, you might see it in a whole new light. 4. Eggs. For muscle repair and nerve health. Now let's talk about something you've probably had your whole life: eggs. Don't let their simple look fool you. Eggs aren't just for breakfast. They're like a natural multivitamin for your muscles and nerves, especially as we get older. Here's why. Eggs are packed with what's called complete protein. That means they've got all the building blocks your body needs to keep your muscles strong and help them recover after a long day. And let's face it, after 60, we start losing muscle little by little unless we give our bodies the right fuel. Eggs are also a great source of vitamin B12. That's the vitamin that helps protect the nerves in your legs and feet. Without enough B12, you might feel tingling, numbness, or even sudden muscle cramps, kind of like your nerves are misfiring. Plus, eggs naturally have a bit of vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium better. That means smoother muscle movement and fewer cramps when you're trying to sleep at night. I usually tell folks to aim for about 6 or 7 eggs a week. That's 1 a day, or 1 every other day. Morning is a great time, but if you tend to get cramps at night, try having eggs with some leafy greens at dinner. That combo helps your body soak up all those good nutrients. Here's a bonus. Eggs are easy on the stomach, which is perfect for folks with slower digestion. They're gentle, filling, and full of the stuff your body needs. If you want to take it up a notch, pair your eggs with a little salmon or a glass of calcium-fortified milk. That gives you a double boost of vitamin D, healthy fats, and protein great for both your muscles and your nervous system. So, no, eggs might not be some trendy superfood, but for those of us over 60, they're simple, affordable, and surprisingly powerful. 5. Bananas. A. Natural muscle relaxer full of potassium and B6. Now, let's talk about a fruit that's easy to find and easy to eat. Bananas. You've probably been eating bananas since you were a kid, but most folks don't realize just how helpful they can be when it comes to stopping leg cramps, especially as we get older. 1 medium banana gives you around 420 milligrams of potassium And potassium is key for helping your muscles contract and relax the way they should. If your body's running low, you're more likely to get those sudden, painful cramps often in the middle of the night. But that's not all. Bananas also contain vitamin B6, which helps your brain and your muscles talk to each other. That keeps your legs from jerking awake at 2 a.m. when all you want is a good night's sleep. You'll also get a little magnesium from bananas, which helps your muscles unwind and may even help you sleep better. And as we know, poor sleep makes everything worse, including cramping. So what's the best way to eat them? Just one banana a day, either in the morning with breakfast or about an hour before bed if you tend to get cramps at night. I've had many patients try this, and they tell me it really makes a difference. And if you're managing diabetes, bananas can still be part of your diet. Just pair one with something high in fiber like oatmeal, chia seeds, or a spoonful of plain yogurt to slow down the sugar. Not a fan of bananas? That's okay. Cantaloupe or watermelon are great backup options. They've got plenty of potassium and water to keep your muscles happy and hydrated. To sum it up, bananas are easy on the stomach, packed with the right stuff for your muscles and nerves, and make a perfect little snack. If you haven't added one to your routine yet, today might be a good day to start. 6. A few extra things that can help prevent leg cramps. So, now that we've talked about food, let's go over a few simple habits that can make a big difference when it comes to keeping those nighttime leg cramps away. First, stay hydrated. I know this sounds basic, but a lot of folks don't drink enough water, and they don't even realize it. Being just a little dehydrated, especially in the evening, is one of the most common reasons for getting leg cramps at night. Try to get in about 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. And remember, water doesn't just come from your glass. Fruits like watermelon, cantaloupe, and oranges are loaded with water and can help keep your body from drying out. If you're not a fan of plain water, jazz it up a bit. Add a few slices of lemon or some mint leaves. Or try a glass of unsweetened coconut water. It's great for replenishing electrolytes, which your muscles need. Second, do a little light stretching before bed. Right before you hop into bed, try gently stretching your calves for just 5 minutes. You can sit on the edge of your bed, stretch one leg out, and pull your toes back toward you. Hold it for a few seconds, then switch sides. This simple stretch helps improve blood flow to your legs, and I've noticed folks who do it regularly tend to sleep better and wake up less often with cramps. And don't worry, you don't need a full workout. Just gentle, steady stretching will do the trick. Third, be mindful of your medications. One last thing I want you to keep an eye on. Some common medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes can actually lower your potassium or magnesium levels, which can lead to more muscle cramps. For example, diuretics or certain statins can sometimes make your muscles feel weak or twitchy if your electrolytes get off balance. If you think your meds might be causing more cramps than usual, don't be shy. Talk to your doctor. They might adjust the dose or suggest a supplement to help balance things out. See? Just a few small habits, drinking enough water, doing a little stretching, and checking your med scan really go a long way in keeping your legs feeling better at night. But here's the thing, if we're not careful, some of the things we think are helping could actually be making cramps worse. In the next part, I'll go over a few common mistakes I see all the time and, more importantly, how to avoid them. 7. Common mistakes that can make leg cramps worse. You know, sometimes we try really hard to stay healthy. We drink more water, eat better, take walks, and still, those leg cramps just keep showing up. I've seen this happen to many of my patients, and more often than not, it comes down to a few little mistakes that are easy to miss. First, drinking water but forgetting about electrolytes. A lot of folks think, I must be cramping because I'm dehydrated, and start chugging water. But here's the thing, plain. Water alone doesn't replace the important minerals your muscles need, like potassium, magnesium, and sodium. If you're sweating more, taking water pills, diuretics, or just getting older and not holding on to minerals like you used to, water by itself won't cut it. Your muscles need a little help from coconut water, milk, or even a small pinch of sea salt now and then to keep things balanced. Second, cutting out salt or fat too much. Some folks are so careful about high blood pressure that they go overboard cutting out nearly all salt and fat. Now, I get it, but going too far the other way can actually make things worse. Your body needs healthy fats, like the ones in fish, nuts, or olive oil. They help fight off inflammation in your muscles. And a little natural salt helps your body hold on to water and electrolytes, which muscles rely on. If your meals are too bland or too low in fat, your legs may end up paying the price at night. Third, ignoring tingling or pins and needles in your legs. That light tingling or pins and needles feeling in your feet or calves? A lot of people chalk it up to just getting old, but often it's actually a sign that you might be low in vitamin B12, which is super important for keeping your nerves healthy. If B12 levels drop too low, it can mess with your nerves, trigger muscle cramps, or even lead to numbness in your legs. The good news is that it's usually easy to fix eggs, milk, or a low-dose B12 supplement with your doctor's okay can make a big difference pretty quickly. So you see, sometimes the things we think are helping, like drinking tons of water or cutting out all salt can, actually backfire when we don't look at the bigger picture. But here's the bright side. Once we understand what's really going on, we can fix it. And that's exactly what I want to help you do. Coming up next, I'll give you a quick recap of the key takeaways from today's video, plus a few personal tips from my own years of helping older adults feel stronger, sleep better, and stay active without all those annoying leg cramps getting in the way. Wrapping things up, final thoughts and friendly advice. Well, we've covered a lot today, haven't we? We talked about 4 everyday foods that can really help cut down on leg cramps, especially for folks over 60. Let me give you a quick recap. Eggs, great for building muscle and keeping your nerves working right. Bananas, packed with potassium and vitamin B6, which help with nerve signals and keeping your muscles steady. Nuts, like pumpkin seeds, walnuts, and almonds. These little guys are full of magnesium, omega-3s, and natural anti-inflammatory goodies to help your muscles recover. Yogurt, or calcium-fortified milk. They help your muscles relax and contract smoothly. Plus, you get calcium, potassium, and a bit of vitamin D in the mix. Now, none of these are fancy or expensive. They're simple foods you can add to your regular meals, easy to digest, easy to find, and they really work over time. I always tell my patients, growing older doesn't mean you have to live with pain. Sometimes a well-balanced meal can do more than a bottle of pills. And if you've made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you. You might not realize it, but sharing simple health tips like this at the right time can help someone sleep through the night without waking up in pain. So, if you found this helpful, please share it with a friend, family member, or anyone you know who might be struggling with leg cramps. And hey, if you've got questions or want to share what's worked for you, drop a comment below. I do my best to read and reply whenever I can. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the little bell so you won't miss the next video with more tips for staying healthy and active as we age. Thanks again for spending your time with me today. Here's to stronger legs, better sleep, and waking up without those painful cramps. See you in the next video.